Welcome to this lesson of P4 English. It's P4 English. Our term is the term 3. That's the workbook we are using. We are using the workbook for term 3. Yeah, and we have reached page 45 in term 4, term 3 English, looking at elections as our subtopic today. And elections being a subtopic, you expect to have different vocabulary or different new words you need to look at under every subtopic. You expect that. So among the new words we are looking at under the subtopic elections, just imagine elections in schools. There are different things that take place. You remember how your teacher who is in charge of the electoral commission in your school, yes, the one I remember is Teacher Buddy, used to tell you to apply for vacancies or for posts. Then in his areas, the electoral commission chairperson, he could identify those who have aspired or who have applied for the vacancies or for the different posts, and he could organize elections for prefects in the school. The different candidates could apply using or by handing in handwritten forms. Some of you are now young, you do not remember those moments. So that's how we used to conduct our elections at school, with our chairperson of the electoral commission of our school, Teacher Buddy. Then he could set a date when we, the other candidates, in fact including the other candidates, we, the voters, could go and vote. Yes, you cast your votes in favor of the candidate you preferred. The word candidate is already there. The candidate you preferred on the ballot paper, you could just go straight to the basin, put a tick. That is, if that person had campaigned properly. The word campaign is already here. If that person had campaigned properly and convinced you as one of the best candidates or aspirants, you could go straight to the ballot paper and tick against that person's photo as it appeared on the ballot paper. So let's go through the vocabulary as it appears or as they appear on the board. Prefect, voter, elect, ballot paper, then rig, vote, candidate, ministerial, from minister, ministerial. I know schools where prefects are not known as prefects, they are called ministers. So when they are applying, they apply for ministerial posts. Next is stand. This stand is not the stand you sing in P.4 to stand up, sit down. This standing means coming out to say, I am contesting as the head board of this school. I am contesting as the full minister in this school. That is standing. That's the meaning of the stand we have in our vocabulary today. Next is electoral, which is another adjective formed from the word elect. This one is formed from the word elect. Then this ministerial from minister. Then second last here we have the word aspirant. And lastly, campaign. An aspirant is one who wishes to participate in an election by contesting. So we have those as our new words today. Let's read and understand the word meanings as indicated in the workbook. That's what the note tells us. Read and understand the word meanings as indicated in the workbook. The workbook on page 45 shows you the different definitions of the words you see listed on the chalkboard. Next, after understanding the meaning of those words, you're going to construct an oral sentence or oral sentences using the different new words in the list above. You've read the word, you've learned how to pronounce it, you've got its meaning clearly. You can now use that very word to construct an oral sentence. Oral sentences mean sentences you do not need to write anywhere, you just mention them. So you tell your dad, tell your sister, how is my sentence, is it correct? You'll be given response like either right or wrong, then they'll correct you. And that's what we are here for. You read and understand the meaning of the word, then construct an oral sentence using that particular word, and you ask anyone near you who is a senior. Of course, don't ask anyone, one child, to tell you the answer is correct or wrong. So those people will judge you and tell you your answer is right or wrong, depending on what they'll hear from you exactly. So let's go to word formation. Word formation. This still not on page 45. It's on page 46. That's where we're looking at word formation. The different words we're looking at are connected to the subtopic elections. So you may search short list, but this list is got from the list of new words we have here, or words that are connected to the subtopic elections. So we have the word here, which is a noun. Then from that noun, we are going to form an adjective. The first noun is prefect, and the adjective is prefectorial. Prefectorial is the adjective from prefect. Next is minister. Then the adjective is ministerial. Ministerial post. Prefectorial posts. Next is president. We recently had presidential elections in Uganda. Yes, so we see the word president changes to presidential to become an adjective. Presidential jet, presidential elections, presidential candidates, different presidential candidates participated or aspired for that top job in Uganda in January this year. Mayor, from mayor we talk about M-A-Y-O-R-A-L, mayor. Mayor is our adjective from mayor. Finally, this list, election. From election, the adjective is electoral. Remember, adjectives are normally used before nouns. They can also be used in end position, but this one in particular is used before noun. Yes, the electoral commission, very common. Yes, during time for campaigns, during time for voting. That adjective, electoral, is very common. So let's look at another category of ways we can form words from others. Word formation, this time we are looking at verbs. Verbs in our word formation list today. That table about formation of adjectives is on page 46. Then the same page 46 has what to do with formation of verbs. We have the infinitive form, which is normally the form of a verb when nothing has been changed or when nothing has been added onto that verb. If it is read, it is read. It has not yet changed to this. It has not yet changed to this. So this is read infinitive or natural form or base form of a verb. Then here we have the now tense. The now tense is what we call the ing form in maybe upper primary. Yes, we talk about the ing form of a verb, that is reading, from read. Then the past tense of read is read. Meaning, all these other words we are adding in this list are formed from these ones and they are verbs. That's why we're talking about word formation, and under word formation this time we're looking at verbs. Contest is our next word, which changes to contesting. And finally, first tense, which is contested. Contested. Then campaign. Campaigning. And the past tense, campaigned. Remember, in your work, these words begin with small letters because they are not people's names. In other words, they are not proper nouns. They have no full stops at the end because they are not sentences and they are not abbreviations. Abbreviations and sentences are the ones that require those full stops. The proper nouns are ones that require to begin with capital letters. Since these are just mere words, single words, you don't need to add full stops again, you don't need to begin them with capital letters. Be careful, let's be accurate. English requires us to be very accurate. Perfect handwriting, better than the teachers, obviously. Yes. Vote, change it to voting. And the past tense is voted. Done and dusted. Number next is elect. From elect we talk about electing. Then the past tense of elect is elected. We elected prefects last week. Choose. If you chose, we say, if you are doing the act of choosing, we say you are choosing. We are choosing our new leaders now. Choosing. Double. Then the past tense is chose. We chose our new leaders last week. Chose with a single O is the past tense of chose. Decide. We shall not shall, because we're using the now tense ing form. We are deciding our future leaders. Here, decided, it's a regular verb. Decide is a regular verb. Regular verbs have their past tense and past participles similar, ending in D. Decided. Past tense ending in D. That is a regular verb. Next is register. Registering. Registering. The chairman of the Electoral Commission is registering presidential candidates. Have you ever been to a school where the would-be head boy or head prefect is known as the president? Registering. And the president is heading prefects known as ministers. That was the arrangement in certain school. So we have such schools, primary schools in Uganda. Registering, then the final word in this list, this column, this writing. Okay. The final word, the final form of the word register. Registering to past tense, which is registered. The presidential aspirants are registered with the Electoral Commission of the school. Stand. From stand, we talk about standing as its ing form or now tense. Yes. I am standing as the sanitation minister in our school. Stand, then stood. Stood is the past tense. Just the way it's going. Aspire. Aspiring. And lastly, the final word in the list now. Aspired is the past tense of aspire. So that's why you're supposed to complete that list or that table on that page 46. We have another set of instructions here telling us to arrange the words, the letters, to make correct words connected to elections. So whichever word you form on that page 46, the last 6 questions on page 46, the words you are forming must be connected to the topic, the subtopic, which is elections. After that, you turn to page 47, where you have an activity still connected to elections. Use the correct form of the word given in brackets to complete the sentences. Those sentences are only 10, so you have that activity to finish up work to do with vocabulary practice. Then after that, we'll talk about a structure, and that's the use of who. Using who in sentences. We are going to use who to join sentences. We have 2 examples in the workbook. We have 2 examples on the board. Use these in the workbook, use these on the board to learn what to do in that activity that follows. The examples. Mafari is the boy. He won the post of sanitary prefect. That's my number 1 example. Mafari is the boy. He won the post of sanitary prefect. Use who to join the two sentences. Mafari, this one is very easy. Mafari is the boy, because who is used for people. So whichever question you see here, it has the subject as a person or a human being. Mafari is the boy who won the post of sanitary prefect. Mafari is the boy who won the post of sanitary prefect. That's our answer. Last one, I have seen the girl, she cheered all the candidates during the campaigns. Those people are there, yes. Any candidate who stands up to campaign, they cheer, our girl, our girl, our girl. Then the candidate's rival comes on stage to whisper or to say a word to the gathering. They cheer like this one is better than the first one. But the same person is cheering every candidate. Such people are there. So I have seen the girl, she cheered all the candidates during the campaigns. Yeah, whatever they see makes them happy. Whoever comes makes them happy. I'll answer. I have seen the girl who cheered all the candidates during the campaigns. I've seen the girl who cheered all the candidates during the campaigns. Members, that's the end of our lesson. I want to say thank you once again for following us on this channel, always participating in our lessons and learning with us. Thank you. You need to continue using these lessons to guide you as you do your home studies using our workbooks and our posted videos of YouTube. Thanks for watching and thanks for learning with us. God bless you. We'll meet after 7 days.